Welcome back. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome. If you are a new subscriber, I am Sophia, and this is Divinity Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. Okay, you guys. Yesterday they had me. They've been having me on watching these old school movies, and this has been really interesting. These what do they like fairy tales, a little bit like fairy tales, but maybe they can be connected to some people's actual real life scenarios. A lot of this energy that's going on in the collective, and I'm seeing a lot of the mirroring aspects of it, uh, which is really interesting in its own way, in its own right. Um, and I watched some like bootleg Cinderella story, but actually it was pretty cool. But the girl's name was like Aurora, and it was like mixing kind of like the two, and I was like, whoa, this is super strange. But anyways, the deal was is there was um basically, the girl had been very talented or had a rich father and then had everything taken away from her, right? Where there was nobody there to care for her until somebody else came back around, or uh something about her trust fund when she became a certain age to become this musician being released, and that the stepmother and the sisters had spent it all, and just trying to make themselves look better when they were not so hot in the first place. And I don't just mean like physically, I mean like they were not doing well, like mentally, like as human beings, right? Like they were not very nice humans. So um yeah, so it's really interesting because what they really want me to do today is open up the conversations between different collective 222. This can be divine feminine, divine masculine. This can be between, I don't know, you're going to know. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's going to be a little bit like an interesting type of channeling or remote viewing. So if you come on, I'm not sure that I will answer the questions, but you can think of them and keep them in your vibration, so we can potentially answer them or see what's going on. If you're thinking of somebody specific, I'm not exactly sure. Okay, they want me to use, so Palo Santo today, and but I feel like we need sage. I feel like we need sage. So Palo Santo, okay. The Palo Santo is okay. Okay, maybe it's okay. I feel like we need something else though. Is there something else I can burn? Oh, maybe I just need this. For some of you guys, stones, minerals, jasper, something like this. Um, Actually, I believe somebody gave this to me at a festival, and I believe actually it's like a seed. It's like a seed, like an ocean opal or something like this. Something like this. So, dear universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, ancient deities, archangels, ascended masters, galactic federation, and love light, all of those that are here to assist in the higher leveling and consciousness of the love of humanity. We thank thee for your protection, for your direction, for your clear and concise and precise messages, and for all that you do, for your presence, for your compassion, for your understanding, for your support. So mote it be. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So if you have some questions, these are going to be the way that they're kind of explaining it is it's going to be conversations between people, or I don't know, it's between you and spirit, you and a loved one, you and uh, maybe somebody is no contact. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so first they want this one. First they want this one. So what are these messages, these conversations between containing? Please and thank you. By the book, 11. So there can be something that is having to deal with some type of law. This can be family law. I'm picking up on potentially family law. Why? Because I see these three elephants. So the elephants are in order. They go in a line. They do things a specific way. Also, elephants never forget. So this is something that I'm picking up on could have happened in the past. This is someone in the past with the energy of 11 here. Um, Somebody or something that happened in the past. Oh, interesting. There's like a face here. Oh, I never saw that before. Oh, weird. There's like a face on this large elephant. Can you guys see it? See it in there? Okay, so there's some type of elephant, I would say, elephant in the room that's having to be faced. Now, this is going to be something that's going to be by the book. So what I'm picking up on is, yeah, the truth be told. Okay, somebody has been hiding something or not being honest about something for an extended amount of time. That is about to change. This can be regarding a lot of things like where you came from, maybe who you are. I'm picking up on who are you, who your identity is, who your family is. Okay. For some people, there's strong like window or door energy, but also like there's a mask. Like somebody has been a change in the wind. So somebody has been telling somebody, somebody has been telling somebody um, that they are somebody different than they think they are. See this golden mask? See the owl who is carrying this mask? And this is somebody that you know, okay? Um, Somebody that could have directed you in wrong ways, you could have tried to follow their direction thinking it was right, but it actually wasn't. For many of you guys, this person didn't want you, or these people did not want you to have this new life. What they were doing is maybe keeping you locked up or keeping you in these old memories in order to not be able to step into this new life. Okay. Yeah, that's the energy of three. In order to not manifest your new life and step into it and know that you have the capacity for it, even. Okay. Yeah. They just were always maybe knowing things that were happening before you, maybe one leg up. Uh, they were always like it's like you always knew something was off, but they always told you that maybe it wasn't. They always seem to have like a leg up, be one step ahead, and you never had that leg up. Okay, so this is past, picking up on very strong past lover or past family member, friend, family, some type of family, somebody that you would consider family. This can be maybe a best friend or something like this. Yeah. Um, Somebody that could have already passed or somebody that you could have already mourned. For some of you guys, you could have already been mourning these people. So let's get one more. Let me get another tarot deck. What other tarot deck do you want? You want the crow? Crow's tarot? Okay, we get crows. Okay. So we're gonna see what the conversation is. Look at that, a ring. For some of you guys, you might be getting a ring or a proposal.
For some of you guys, what could have happened is someone could have gone to your family, and maybe you don't talk to your family, and they could have tried to ask them about this proposal, right? And they were like, no. Maybe they were in distress, or maybe they've been caught attempting to cause distress or confusion. Okay, so we're gonna do two sides of the story. Two sides of the story. Okay, who is this conversation between? Who is the conversation between? So, conversation, the high priestess, the lovers. One more card, please. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so is this conversation between these two people? Okay, and what about the family? They were the interference. Okay, so this is going to be a conversation between the high priestess, okay, and the lover. Okay, whoever this lover is, this is someone, Seven of Pentacles, someone that has worked really hard, or that did a lot of things to work really hard, where it seems like they got made out to be looking like the fool, or these other family members did a lot of this mental attack, this Nine of Swords, to try to tell them it would never work out or something like this. The interesting thing is here, um, yeah, the masculine energy feels like there's no way they can get married. They feel like there's another person. They may have brought another person into this masculine's energy as well. Um, they did a lot to disrupt. They did a lot to disrupt this. Okay, so is this deck the side of the high priestess? Okay, so feminine is on this side. Feminine will be the cosmic tarot, I guess. So is this like divine feminine, divine masculine? Yeah, trying to find the balance. Temperance card. Okay. Where's the other deck? Okay. So masculine. So is this a story that, because feminine is obviously coming out as a high priestess, so she already knows probably a lot of this. Yeah. Yeah, these people came in and tried to turn this masculine's world upside down. So he's so you want me to have like a conversation as if they're having it with each other. Okay, yes. Okay. So they came in, they turned my world upside down. I wanted to offer you this cup of love. I had all this intent, all this direct, um, like drive, this hunger, this passion to express it to you, and they broke them down. They broke him down. He could try to do something um, with them. Yeah. Oh, they didn't just break him down, you guys. They told him um, that Empress was bad, that she was gonna tower in reverse. They told masculine a lot of things. They told me that you were already with somebody else. I'm picking up on. They told me that you wouldn't want to be with him. All this other stuff. It caused the Five of Coins. Yeah, it causes complex. They basically played on masculine's abandonment wound. Yeah, and when he wanted to come in and offer you something, it was some type of expression, some type of message or something like this, and it wasn't received. Okay. He wanted to bring this cup of love to you, and it wasn't received. Spellbound. They put some type of spell or some type of block. Yeah. So what it seems like is that Hermit in reverse, Eight of Coins in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, Judgment in reverse, the Hierophant upright. Okay. So what it seems like to me is masculine is saying, uh, um, I don't want to hide who I am from you. I've done so much inner work in order to come to this connection, in order to be able to come into this union with you, and to not have this exterior judgment. Basically, feminine has created a lot of awakening. That's what I'm hearing. Awakening. Yeah, feminine has created a lot of awakening in masculine's journey, and because of this, yeah, Ace of Swords. It's created this powerful dynamic of truth. They want to come out and they want to tell the truth. Yeah.
Death of the moon. So death, or rebirth, right? Truth of something that was hidden, right? Um, they may have, they may have tricked, they may have tricked masculine into thinking that feminine was already onto somebody else or that he was already dead to them. The hangman. And it's kept him in this stuck state. I feel stuck in this state. I feel hung up in this state because they chose to work with your family or somebody that they should have walked away from, and not walking away or being shy or timid around these specific people that they work with is blocking the 10 of cups from coming in. So for some of you guys, I was picking up on this earlier also, is they're having, it's kind of problematic, right? Because they made an agreement to work with this family or this group or whatever organization, something like this. And they may have already received a payout or a gift. Um, or they told them to follow along. If they did everything that they said, that they would receive the payout and gift and that everything would be good, we'd be able to celebrate and all this stuff. Well, what they didn't realize is that it was throwing things out of balance, as it was not being equal or justice for feminine. And what they didn't realize is they really thought in their mind, they really thought, right, that all these people that knew feminine so well were in distress or concern, that it was really in the best interest, or that's what they're saying, right? Is I thought it was in your best interest. They convinced me, they convinced me, they convinced me. For some of you guys, they may be coming back trying to say, trying to get an apology or trying to make an apology. This is the Ace of Swords, like the Swords of Truth. Yeah. I'm sorry that I didn't know what to do when they put the option in front of me. Yeah. And they didn't defend you. For some of you, they did actually defend you. Okay. They knew because they were the only ones there defending you. They were the only ones there showing strength by themselves, no matter how many. So for some of you guys, they may have been having to defend themselves because they may have put a lot of these other options or these other things in front of masculine. And because masculine did choose to go along with them, feminine knows, yeah, Queen of Cups, she can feel it. She can feel it. And masculine feels terrible because she's upset with masculine because after all the hard work and effort that she's done, to remove herself from all these people, he has single-handedly invited them all back in, all these 10 of Swords, to attack him, to attack her, to attack their union. And she knew that, Queen of Cups. She knew that. She was defending herself. She was defending them all along, and he took that defense away. Now he's begging for another chance because they see that feminine is like, I'm kind of good. I'm kind of good by myself. When you chose to walk away from me and cry about all these other problems and all these other people, when you chose to rush in and fuck whoever else or give whoever else because they were giving you attention instead of talking to me and taking action towards me, masculine, you, no. Wow. Okay. That's heavy energy. What does feminine have to say to masculine now? What does masculine have to say? Has he figured it out? Has he balanced it out? Has he done the work? It's really up to him if he's going to be victorious or not, how he is going to move forward with this or not. Okay. We have the 8 of Wands, Temperance, 7 of Wands,
and the Two of Cups. So what she's saying is, yeah, I do have something to say, that you have something to say, that you have some things to be honest about, that you have some messages, you have some things that you need to tell me. Okay. Did you figure out a nice way to say it? Okay. See how she's like pouring all of the emotion into the river, but she's not really looking at it. It's like she's dumping out both the cups. Like I'm dumping out both the cups, but I really don't want to like this information isn't feeling good, you know? And if you're not going to bring me information that's making me feel good, like, yeah, you need to tell me. Like, it still has to be said regardless. But the way that she will look at you may not be the same. How you deliver the message, how you choose to deliver the message, okay? Whether you take accountability, masculine, and stand in the Six of Wand energy and come in very kind and romantic in this nice sort of way, like this is what you'd have to do, but you'd also have to understand um but you also have to understand that in telling her these messages, right, even in saying I've been fighting for our love all along, but all these other things came in, like there's still a gentle way that it has to be done, right? There's still a gentle way that it has to be done, and there may be a bit of time, see her face, there may be a bit of time that feminine isn't going to look at you the same, and you got to be okay with that, because whatever you did, masculine, you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay that some of the things that you're going to say may not make her feel that good, but the time will phase, right? The time will phase. Like that will be temporary. The feelings or the emotions over the situation will fade. Those will be temporary, but they still need to be felt. They still need to be experienced. Yeah, Ten of Cups. In order to reach this Ten of Cups, in order to get this happy ending. Okay. Because that's what feminine needs. Now, for some of you guys, feminine will be there by herself. Or what I'm hearing is, I've been here by myself. I've created my Ten of Cups. I've created my happiness. I've had to do it by myself. I've had to do it alone. I've had to do it broke. I've had to do it with people attacking me. I've had to do it. And I am all the love that I need, is what she's saying. Okay. And yeah, the Two of Cups, of course, is the dream, but the nobody is giving. Everybody is taking. Nobody has shown up to give anything yet. As far as feminine is concerned, everything has been taking from feminine. Nothing has been giving or providing or protecting or creating safety or security for feminine. Yeah. And that could be why many of you, feminine, are kind of hiding away. You're in this fucking hermit mode. Okay? You're in the hermit mode. Why? Why? Temperance. Until they learn how to, until they learn how to take accountability. It's like the feminine already knows. She can feel. She already knows what happened. She already knows there's other people. She already knows you were working with the other people. She already knows everything. So either you come out clean and truthful, honest about everything from the beginning, or you're going to have this Tower and this Three of Swords. Yeah, the Moon. So if the secrets and the lies and everything is still, if you try to come at feminine with anything hidden, there's going to be, she's going to reassure you, there will be a Tower. The King will fall, and there will be these Three of Swords. Now, there can be three other people or a third party. I was picking up on this before I was coming. Yeah, look. Okay. For some of you guys, it could be coming. For another, this third party, yeah, this King of Wands. Okay, for another, this third party. So somebody you guys could work with, somebody that could be your best friend, somebody that could be in very close proximity. Okay, take it as it resonates. Somebody you may not suspect is actually coming in between. Yeah, this Prince of Cups energy in reverse. So this very devious person that is like a best friend or a brother or a cousin or a sister, uncle, I don't know, somebody. This person is actually so in love. I'm getting more with masculine. And it's like this is a secret. Yeah, it's hidden. It's hidden because they don't really want it to come out. But anytime somebody goes and gets between, anytime somebody goes and gets between collective, the divine masculine, right, and somebody else, this person always seems to be there. That person always shows up to kind of destroy it. That way they can have them for themselves, but they're still not being honest as well, which I think is a ripple effect. I think that's a ripple effect of masculine needing to express his actual true deepest feelings towards feminine. Okay. Now it doesn't matter whatever your deal is, which whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't really matter. There's no gender in tarot. This is just in general masculine and feminine energies for the collective is like a global thing. So what's happening is, yeah, in order to start this new thing, in order to actually heal it, and it's like um she's like masculine is avoiding the healing work. He's hiding. He's avoiding this path. He's avoiding the healing work. He's been avoiding it and he is avoiding it. Why? Because King of Swords, because the truth, because the action oriented from the truth coming out. Okay. Yeah. The Ten of Swords. For many of you guys, okay. Okay. For many of you guys, masculine could have been working with all these other people against you, could have even pitted a lot of these people against feminine. Okay. And this is why he's having a hard time because he knows when he comes in to say everything, he's going to have to say that as well. He's going to have to say that he was working with them, with all these people that were working against her. And what he's seeing at the end is while he's over here getting everybody on his side and everybody's working on his side or attacking her, or doing whatever on his side, bullying her on their own regard or disregard to be on his side, to keep them apart without him knowing or not. Okay. To block this union from its stability, from its peace, from its longevity. And these people have been incessantly doing it. Yeah, and that is the truth. And the truth is that at some point he's got to say all the nine of swords that are coming down on you are coming down on him. Okay. Somebody is getting it. Yeah, they're getting it back. And the thing is he has to come out and tell you. So what's going on is what you're going to find basically is there is a best friend. Now it can be male, female. It can be male, male, female, female. I don't know what it is. Something like this. And the deal is that this other person who they think is their best buddy or their best friend is actually the one consistently, yeah, messing messing everything up. And divine masculine can't figure it out. They're like, I can't figure it out. What's going on? It's this third party because you've done everything right. It's this third party. For many of you guys, the third party can also be, well, they're telling me it's a physical person, but it's someone that gets masculine to drink or to party or to indulge maybe in prostitutes or pornography or circle jerking. I don't really know. Um, some type of action that's reverting them backwards. Okay. Some type of something that's sneaky. Seven of Swords. Okay. Six of Swords in reverse, which means they're not moving. They're not in forward motion. They're doing something from the past. Okay. So they could have been lovers for a really long time. They could have been sneaky, sneaky, sneaky links. Yeah. Queen of Swords. See these two in the background? This is something that somebody knew or someone else already called out, okay, called out this action. And masculine was like, no, 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 there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way, blah, blah, blah. And they would never abandon this person because this person has been around for so long. But this person has made them abandon every bit of happiness, every relationship, everything, everything. They've literally been the reason why it's not working out with the Empress, why the Empress has abandoned, they've been the reason to cause masculine all of these Eight of Cups, feeling like the Empress is walking away, feeling like he wasn't good enough, feeling like she knows everything but not having anything to do with him. Yeah, because they secretly are in love. they secretly want this. They secretly want the D. They secretly want divine masculine D, but they maybe can't really say it. Prince of Wands, because maybe they are gay, or maybe they've been playing bestie for too long, or maybe this is something that they used to do back in the day. Ooh, Ten of Wands. It's something that they did before, maybe. Um, yeah, could have done it with somebody else too. Yeah, Three of Swords again. And it can be something also, heartache. It can be something that somebody is holding against them, like they're gonna out them on this little love secret, this little love triangle, this little whatever. They're gonna out the information if they leave this one person, if they leave this third party, um, and go towards and stop the sneaky link shit and go towards the Empress. So feminine is warning you. Feminine is warning you, masculine. There's somebody in your energy. Can you tell us more about this person? Two of Cups. Someone is in love, Seven of Cups, and they will do anything. They'll put every other option out there. They may have told you that feminine has all these other options. They may have showed you that she's being with somebody else. They may have gotten other people to be with you, masculine, so you couldn't be with feminine to piss feminine off. See how he's there begging, and see how these two are in the background, and there's this other thing. So they've been doing spell work. They've been doing all kinds of shit in the background. Yeah, because they didn't want your wish to come true. They didn't want your dream to come true. They were taking whatever action. That's not nice. Okay, so what does masculine have to say about that? What is the conversation? What is the conversation? What do you have to say, masculine? Okay, for many of you guys, for some of you guys, masculine has known this truth, but didn't want to admit it. Okay, see how there's two eagles in both in both the truth and the hidden lies or secrets. I never really noticed that before. So this could have been something that they even made, like some type of pact or something when they were smaller. Okay, this can be your family members also. They may have made to hide this truth, this information. Tell me more about this, masculine. Tell me more. What is this secret truth? What is the secret truth? Okay, the secret truth is that someone doesn't have the strength. Okay, someone doesn't have someone doesn't have the strength because there is an external judgment. Okay, or someone is being too much of a bitch because they're afraid of they're afraid that they'll lose their clout, or they're afraid that they'll lose their stability when other people judge them. For many of you guys, they are too afraid about what other people will think to actually tell you the truth of the matter, because they don't want um, they're trying to come off as healed, as whole, as being righteous, as doing all these right things. So they want to stay in that light, and this could just ruin them. This could just absolutely annihilate them if the truth actually came out and it wasn't something wrong with feminine. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Okay, there is multiple masculine energies here. For some, you will get the truth that will come through. This is something that you have been waiting for, okay? And they understand. They understand that they understand that they're under your judgment, divine feminine. They understand that they're under your judgment, but you are everything to them. They can't think of anything else, like nothing else will heal them. Nobody else can heal them. No one else can bring them this emotional contentment. And so they're willing. They're willing. You help to awaken them. Again, this is coming through again. You help to awaken them. You help them to reach this metamorphosis and see that you're their one true love. Something like this. Knight of Coins, spellbound charisma. For a while, they might have thought it was a spell. For some of you guys, they could have been waiting for you so long that they actually got someone to do some type of spell work to make you fall in love. But the thing is it didn't work because you were already in love with them. But what's happening is there's some type of spell that may have backfired, or they may be worried because the people that they tried to get to put on these love spells didn't actually put on these spells. They actually are realizing that these people are hooty hoo motherfuckers are the ones who put on the block for them to be able to receive what they want, for them to be able to receive that harmony, that chemistry, that family. Yeah, they're blocking. They are blocking. These people are blocking these divine blessings. Yeah, Six of Wands, archetype of victory. But masculine will be victorious. There just has been a lot of turmoil. Okay, a lot of turmoil. Okay, so masculine, what do you plan to do now? The Hermit, they want to hide. They want to hide. They've been going within. They've been doing some inner work, some inner internal work. Nine of Wands. Rather confused, actually. They're feeling a bit dazed, a bit confused. They're kind of going through everything in the past, and they're thinking about how long they may have had certain of these people close to them. How when all these things were going on, that there was nobody else around except for these people from the past, and that all these bad things that were happening, all these Nine of Wands, this wounded warrior stuff, is actually not from this past love of theirs that they feel is hiding. It's from this past person. This past person who has been derailing the connection of this love because they're secretly in love. They're secretly gay for you, man. The Knight of Swords, yeah, intent, hunger, yeah. This is someone that wants to take some action. You know what I'm saying? They want to say something, but they won't. They won't because it's a trick that they play. Because they want to. They don't want to ruin it. It's like they don't want to ruin it. It's like if they tell the truth about whatever happens, yeah, it's like if the King of Cups actually shows that he cares or that he really loves something, wish, desire, that this is the actual wish or desire, right? If they show that, then everything is on the table. Here's the thing though, guys. This other person, okay, this is all coming down to masculine regardless, okay? Whether you are the side person masculine, whether you're in love with somebody else completely different, or whether you've been hiding that you're actually in love with feminine and playing into this other person's whatever game, whatever. Yeah, the Hierophant. You could be playing into a higher sage or mentor. This could be somebody that's your mentor. Could be somebody that's mentoring you, somebody that you guys have mentored each other. You could feel like this for a long time. But this person is blocking. This person is blocking the King of Cups from coming in. Yeah. Eight of Swords in reverse. They're creating some type of mental prison for you, but they're telling you that they're breaking you out of this mental prison, but they're actually keeping you stuck in this Three of Swords energy, which is preventing masculine from actually like taking the next step and telling feminine like, yes, Like they need to. So what they're doing is they're projecting. Okay, so masculine, one of masculine's closest friends, confidants, family members, something like this. Um, okay, they are keeping you stuck in this Three of Swords energy, and that Three of Swords energy is where they're keeping you stuck, so you don't have the actual courage. That's what's blocking masculine from having the actual courage to come into this union. The stamina, the push, the drive. They're keeping them in this state of, but what if all these bad things happen? What if all the, like, I'm shy, I can't do it. But what if they walk away from me? And so because they're keeping them away from the state of the fool, right? Making this leap of faith, because they're keeping masculine out of the state. It's like they're mirroring, they're they're reflecting their own, they're reflecting their own inner wounds. Does that make sense? So it's like this person is secretly in love with masculine. And so because of their fear of losing their friendship or their closeness or their them as the confidant and being able to be the confidant or tell them this or for them to have their trust. So because they're afraid of losing that, they're literally creating for the masculine the same thing that they're experiencing. Does that make sense? Five of coins. Yeah. This concern and this complexity. So they're creating the same scenario or complexity or concern, and they're like omitting that um, into masculine psyche, which is keeping masculine in this weird state that's like, I don't know, Seven of coins, production and reaping what you sow. It's like they're convincing them that they're not reaping what they sow, that they must have sowed something bad, or that feminine's not good because they're not getting it because they haven't got her, or they didn't receive it yet, or whatever it is. I don't know. Yeah, Three of Wands. Um, but really, masculine knows this Ten of Cups doesn't come without the Empress. This happy ending, they know what they're waiting for. Yeah. And this other person just wants to eliminate the Empress in reverse, the universe in reverse. They want to eliminate this happy ending with the Empress. Okay. So masculine, you may need to be in that hermit mode. You may need to hide from everybody and not tell anybody what you're doing and figure out how to just connect in better with feminine somehow, or go find feminine or whatever you got to do, because Nine of Cups, that's your real wish, that's your real desire. This other person is making you pick up on how they feel. Yeah, they're keeping this strength away from you. Yeah, they're literally preventing you from having the strength to move forward. Seven of Swords, they're keeping you um, in this false belief that feminine is doing something, that someone is sneaking around doing something, that this person's really hiding something, that they don't love you, and that you shouldn't express your love, and that you don't have the strength or ability to express your love because there's something hidden, and they're trying to convince you that this isn't your wish or your dream. Masculine, you need to check back in with yourself and stop listening to exterior sources, because obviously they ain't trying to help you. They're trying to keep sucking on your whatever ever. Or they're trying to start, yeah, Nine of Swords, crucified, tortured, the Chariot, entity, channel, yeah. Someone is trying to hop through you. They're acting as an entity. They're trying to channel through you. They're pre-picking up on your desires, your wants, your needs to connect with feminine or to have this happily ever after, and they're sabotaging it. Okay. Anything else for feminine to say? Feminine, what would you say to masculine? You are the magician. You create the circumstances of your reality. If you want to remove somebody, you can remove somebody. See this infinity knot on the third eye? You can remove somebody. You have the power. I am the Empress. I create. I gestate. I I help birth things, but you have to know what they are. You have to know the spell that you're casting in order to ask the Empress to cultivate and birth it, right? The Prince of Cups. This other person around you is trying to end the connection. They are trying, excuse me, they are trying to block. Look at this. This person, okay, this can also be a younger water sign, doesn't have to be um, just strong, pissy energy. This other person does not want you to bring me this cup of love because it will end their world. It will begin our world, this 10 of Pentacles. It will begin our world. We will start this new thing together. Yeah, look at this, the Hierophant, the lovers. And this is what they're really jealous of, the 10 of Cups. They're jealous that you will be too busy defending feminine and that your wheel of fortune, that all of your good fortune will not come back to them after they've been here defending you or they've been by your side, or I don't know what this is. What is this? What is this with the wheel of fortune and the 7 of wands? Yeah, 10 of cups. They're over here. They're trying to convince you. Okay, so there's two things that I'm picking up on. One, feminine will always be emotionally stable on her own. That was part of her devotional call, right? Is to figure out the love and the rage and all of it, right? To maintain, to find the balance between. Yeah, 4 of cups. She didn't miss the opportunity. She took her opportunity. She's learned her lessons. She did all that. She became the magician herself. So, what are you still crying over a missed opportunity when all of the cups are still sitting there for you, masculine? What is this? What is this? Feminine is hiding. Hermit energy. She had to go within and find the light within, and that's what's leading her. Her intuition, that's what's leading her. The only thing that is going to take her out of that stage, that state, right, is masculine coming to get her. Chariot. Chariot, 6 of swords. Yeah, this is someone coming to get you, to take you to safer shores. Yeah, 3 of cups, to celebrate. Waterfalls can be significant. Feminine wants to go to a waterfall. Masculine may already know, High Priestess, about this waterfall. This could be where you do it. Go do it, do it, do it. Yeah. Oh, masculine already knows that. Masculine already knows that. Masculine already knows that feminine's like, let's go chase some waterfalls by ourselves. Boop, 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 boop. By ourselves, we can go. Yeah. Yep. So, what has happened? What's the conversation to masculine then feminine? What is it? We got to get the fuck out of here by ourselves. By ourselves. That means there's somebody else that's trying to come in. Okay. Again, Empress, High Priestess. Is this 2 different women? No. This is feminine. Feminine going in and being in this inner state, this inner hermit, has reached this higher level, this High Priestess, this Empress. It's like she's not trying to come out of hermit mode, okay? She's in High Priestess because she's gone in hermit. She's found the light, okay? She's like, I'm not trying to come out of this mode. I'm not trying to come out of this mode unless it's Empress time, okay? Unless you're gonna impress me. Like, I ain't trying to come out. What the fuck you talking about? There better be a big celebration, okay? You better have a whole lot of love to get me and a whole lot of not bullshit because um there's the emperor, but she is willing and ready to receive the got to come as an emperor, not with this other person. There are people involved. There cannot be other people involved. Yeah, that's how they get the victory. That's how they get the victory is by tempering, by being like, listen, we don't need other people watching. We don't need other people watching. This is our wish fulfillment. We get our justice. Okay. It's unjust with all these other people. See, the justice is in reverse. Um, justice comes in this state. You have to know what your actual wish or your desire is and step away. For some of you guys, this other person can also be somebody that is consistently causing them again to use substance or to drink or to uh, get hookers or do porn, something like I don't know, something like this, right? Yeah, this other person is who's been taking away and bringing all the towers and taking away the Empress's actual dreams. Yeah, keeping you caught in these old habits, keeping you over here like, oh, it's better to be single. No, these people are trying to stab you in the back. Okay. So, Divine Feminine wants you to know that, but there is space. There was the Empress and the Emperor that came out. So that's a definitive connection. Look, the Two of Cups, Lovers. So it's it's there. It's there, but it takes, yeah, healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier, ascending. Okay. That's what really actually gets us to these places is saying, okay, it doesn't matter if I've known you. Sometimes it can be your family. Sometimes it can be your fucking brother, your best friend, your mother. You know, like what these cards were saying is it's someone very close to you, someone very, very, very close, and they are jealous. They're super jealous. Now, for some of you guys, I'm also picking up that masculine can be super jealous, super overprotective of feminine as well, to where it's like they don't want anybody else to have you. They want to have you like keep you for themselves. They want to protect you. They want to have you for themselves, and not in a. I mean, it sounds kind of creepy a little bit, but like, um, yeah, yeah, they want to come in and have you to themselves, all of themselves. Lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So they can be coming in, okay? This talk can be coming out of nowhere. Interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering. Yeah, this is what we're talking about at the beginning, okay? So this is going to come in, and this person is going to finally take off the mask, not showing the true feelings, hiding personality, pretend, diluted, gaslighting. They're finally going to take off the mask. Okay. They're finally going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you that there is a lot of passion, insane chemistry. You like each other equally. You're having fun. Okay. Wedding rings. Okay. This person, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. This person can potentially offer you, ask you to marry them, to run away, to elope with them, or something like this. Is it possible? Um, Before they could have been ghosting. Okay. There could have been strong ghosting energy, not today. For some of you guys, people could have been getting paid. Even your friends and stuff like this were getting actually paid to ghost you. We're getting paid to make you feel unloved, unwanted, to ghost, to do something like this. This can be some type of information that has to come in that they have to share. They could have signed some type of deal or some contract where they collected money or they did this or there's a certain amount of time or an NDA or something like this. I'm picking up. But that's going to end. That's going to end. And the truth is going to come out about that. Okay. You're going to have to tell the truth about that. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure, issues. Okay. For some of you guys, you could be going on a boat. That could mean something to you. There could be a boat, or you could be sailing to calmer shore, sailing away from the bullshit, and kind of seeing what's actually moving on. The butterfly. For some of you guys, you might just decide to hop on a boat and get the fuck out. You might be like, you know what? Actually, all this is too much. I'm not so sure about it. Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Okay. This is where many of us are. This is especially where feminine is in this evolution stage where it's like some will, some won't. So what next? The Grim Reaper, the relationship is over. And it's like grow and transform your life. Okay. So for many of you guys, back in, okay, I'm picking up on multiple energies. Okay. There could be the false flame, someone you could have dated with, yeah, that you made healthy choices to step away from. And there's the actual true person. Yeah. Um, the fake person is going to have some type of addiction, some type of codependence, obsession, possession, controlling, is trying to create a block or restraint for you. So know that this is not, um, that this person will try to distract you. There is two people. There is two or three people, because I kept picking up a lot of threes. There is two or three people that are going to come in, that are going to ask feminine. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Okay. For some of you guys, yeah, for some of you guys, feminine, this person you may have already broken up with. You may have already done that. This person may be addicted. They may have an addiction. They may have codependency or something like this. And you may have already cut them off. You may have just been like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this anymore. You know, not dealing with it. Um, for some of you guys, you may need to just create some type of closure or ending or something there. Okay. And just say, you know, I just, I want to move on. You know, you don't have to say, I wish you all the best. Like, you don't have to wish somebody the best that wish you the worst, that fucking ruined your life. But maybe you just have to say, you know what? It didn't fucking work out and I'm fucking glad, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you do need to say something. Maybe you don't need to say something. You're going to know for each person. Okay. The kitty was picking up the pendulum. You're going to know for each person, it's going to be completely different, but you're going to know, um, you're going to know what to do. Do people need to actually speak to somebody that they weren't speaking to? What the fuck? Stop playing around. For some of you guys, you may be speaking or closing something out, or there may be something else that's a little bit more deep. Um, you may be closing something out in some type of paperwork, some type of, I'm picking up court situation, something like this. Self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. For some people, they preferred to do self-indulgence instead of working on themselves, and this became a problem for you guys. Okay, this became a problem for a collective. Okay, I know this was, um, I know this was a big thing, but yeah. And then love was in reverse: unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Okay, this person, the right person, is going to make you love yourself more, not less. Okay, for some of you guys, they may be asking you out on a date. You could be starting on a date, um, meeting somebody new, dating, getting back out there, planning and setting a date. Yeah. And for the twin connection, mirroring, okay? Mirroring each other. Self-image relationships reflect our wounds and introspective. So before you judge, before masculine, you judge that the feminine may be hiding or in hermit mode, ask yourself what you are hiding from yourself, and ask yourself what you can do. Do not ask yourself what is and isn't optimal for you. My cat is on top of one of my sewing machines right now. I don't know what she's doing. So For some of you guys, you may be going somewhere different, doing something different than you normally do. Kisses, yeah. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Yeah, yeah. For many of you guys, you've done the work and now you get to fall in love, and that's going to be super awesome. And the last person that you thought was like actually your love or your false flame or something like this, you're going to start to realize, because you're going to understand um, that this next person, okay, they may be new, completely new, but maybe they're not new. Maybe there's someone you know. Maybe there's someone you've known. Maybe there's someone that's going to share something that they've been not able to share for a long period of time that may come as a surprise. Um, I'm picking up this very like interesting, like it's almost like a surprise, right? They may be planning some type of surprise or some type of love getaway, something like this. Um, I'm hearing what's the movie? What's the song? I'm sorry, The Love Shack. Headed for a love getaway. I don't know what that is. They may have a car. They may have like a special car. They may like cars. You may be into cars, something like that. Or a boat. I'm picking up a lot on boats. Six of Cups, the Lovers, the Hierophant. Yeah. Okay, so this is somebody past soulmate, past love. This is somebody that is definitely coming back around. Now, this can also be somebody that you already known, like that you guys have been feeling. It's like you've been feeling this lover. You've been feeling this person coming in. It's like, like you've done your studying, this person will be a better match for you. They will have done their work. See the Hierophant? They're ready. This person is actually ready to commit. Okay. Not only have they learned a lot about you, okay, they have been studying you. They have been studying you because they want to figure out what it's going to take. Stop. What it's going to take to get to got to get you into my life, something like this, because they don't want to mess it up. They don't want to mess it up. Do you want to go outside? Yeah, the Emperor with the star. Yeah, they want to come in as the boss. Like, what you say? I'm the boss. I'm the motherfucking boss. Okay, they want to come in like, you're the Empress. They're like, I'm gonna impress you because I'm in the Emperor energy, and all your wishes and all your dreams, fucking pink flamingos and peacocks and all of that. Um, I'm gonna get it all. Now, this is also very strong. Aquarius. Okay, there's all. Okay, so there's strong air signs, there's strong fire signs, but there's very strong Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio energy here. Okay, tell us about this. Let's actually ask. Tell us about this Emperor and this star. Come on now. It's a decision. It's going to be your decision. Okay, and that's what they're afraid of, because they realize that as long as they can't get out of their head about what your decision might or might not be, that's also keeping you, if you guys are mirrored aspect, that's also keeping you in the decision of where we might or might not be, right? And it's keeping the decision from actually being made. Okay, so what do we need to do to make the decision? They got to talk. Gotta talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Ooh, baby. Four of Wands. Yeah, they gotta tell the truth. They gotta apologize. This is an apology. This is an apology is the bare minimum to repair something, or something with somebody that you care for. That is the bare minimum, and not just like, sorry that you got your feelings hurt. Like, no, like, sorry that I actually fucked up so bad that it made you feel like this. Like, what can I do? Like, actually, it would be better to not even be like, what can I do to make it better? It'd just be like, I'm really sorry, I fucked up. Here, I got you these everything nice. I want to get you everything nice, but it would be good to start with something, okay? Start with something. But the truth. Um, yeah, definitely start with some type of a treat or a drink or something before you let out all this truth, okay? But the truth is ultimately what will lead to this wish fulfillment. Okay, the happy ending. Yeah, and you know that. Okay, feminine knows that, masculine knows that. You guys already know that. It's like you guys have already put in all the work. The Six of Cups, you've known it for a long time. It's the only thing that's blocking you guys from moving forward together in your path. That and somebody keeping you crying, crying over past people, past situations that you may or may not be losing, um, instead of focusing on this. They're keeping you on this. They're keeping you lost. And will you? But what about? Oh, you probably missed the opportunity. Like the opportunity is still there. If it's meant for you, then the opportunity is still there. If you try and the opportunity is gone, and someone else now has this other person, then you still made forward movement. Okay, you're gonna build something else, maybe not with them. But what this is telling me is that it is time sensitive. Okay, because there is somebody older. I saw that Four of Pentacles, somebody older coming in. Now there can also be somebody older that left something, some type of inheritance. Yeah, some type of inheritance or something, and these people are losing a lot. They're having tower after tower after tower. We'll do another video about that tomorrow, you guys. This is already an hour, so. Conversations between masculine and feminine, and anything else feminine needs to say to masculine. Yeah. Like, feminine has already been abandoned so many times that she's no longer going to ever abandon herself. That's what's changed. That's what she's learned. Okay? Yeah. She's learned that it's taken a lot of hard work and effort and energy, and that she will have her payoff. She will never be abandoned by herself because she keeps her boundaries and her awareness strong. Okay. This may also mean saying that there's certain people, like, it's like, I see that there's something going on between you and that other person. They got to go. Like, uh, she's going to stand. She's going to stand strong on her values because she's had to work really hard. Yeah. She's had to work really hard. But she can also offer the strength and work together. But again, that is a decision that masculine has to make and has to say, I want to work together. Like, I don't see my life working out without you, is what I'm hearing. I don't want to see my life without you. For many of them, they can be, feminine may have just been like, removed herself completely. Yeah. She's just like, whatever, I'm just doing my own shit, working on my own stuff. And masculine feels that disconnect and knows if he doesn't make a decision and step up, if he still is entertaining these Jezebel spirits or these other people that are keeping him or keeping them around. Yeah, King of Wands or any of these other people he was working with before. This may cost him a lot because he trusted the wrong people. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving the wish. These people took. They were not trying to. They were not trying to help your wishes come true. They may have said that they were, but they weren't. They were not. They were 100% not. They were trying to block this Two of Cups from coming in. Or they were trying to put other people there to make you feel more loved or less loved via whatever. Something like this. It was all a setup. It was all a setup. It was all a dream. We used to read Word Up magazine. So, the lovers. Masculine is in love. Masculine is in love. What else can you say? Anything else to say to the feminine while we're here, masculine? Eight of Swords, trapped, confined. Trapped in these mental blocks. Why? Seven of Coins, because they reap what they sow. Okay. Because he was part of the people that were doing part of this to you. They were all working together. It was a powerful dynamic. Now he's afraid. Maybe people are getting sick. Maybe they're getting crashes. Maybe dying. Maybe weird things are happening. Maybe they're going crazy. All the things that they wished or tried to do against feminine is now come back out. What they're bad. Masculine do not feel bad that all these things are happening to all these people because all these people wished all of these ill wills on feminine. Now this could be part of what masculine is having this. Would you stop it? This could be part of what masculine is having this stress out about, this mental construct about, because he was initially initiating it, okay, or um, getting them to initiate it. Yeah, Five of Cups, distance, and ether. Um, he could have lost somebody also. They could have lost somebody. Yeah, Six of Coins, Five of Coins, distance, ether. They're keeping you sad. They're keeping you sad on all these things that you missed out on. Masculine instead of in this power of the strength. Um, and the Six of Coins, gift and bounty. When you get in the mode to give, to provide, to protect, whatever it is, your heart, your intention, your love, your time, your energy, whatever it is, okay, doesn't always have to be some big elaborate gift. If you really fucked up, then okay, that definitely helps. But um, you know, the gift is giving your truth, is speaking your truth. Whether your truth is I'm in love with you, or whether your truth is I'm gay and I'm in love with this other dude and I just want to give you the closure. I didn't want to let go of it because I didn't want people to know that I'm gay, but now everybody knows. I don't know what it is, right? Either it's I'm super in love with you or I'm super in love with somebody else, right? Because they're hiding this desire. They're hiding this wish or this dream, and they are the magician, okay? Sorcerer, alchemist. Many of you guys could be seeing some type of specific type of birds. You may have specific birds, hawks or eagles or falcons or something like this, masculine or feminine. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. You may see specific birds or maybe specific birds that are also warning you or advising you. Yeah. Masculine really is ready to make a move forward, though. They want to start this passionate new beginning. They want to offer this. They know actually by offering this cup of love, it will end a lot of things with a lot of other people. And I think that they're okay with that. They're going to find ecstasy in the rapture. They're going to find ecstasy in kind of everything falling apart. Um, and you may find that, like, fuck, if you get to experience like true love, like connected love with a partner for even a year or a few years, like, what is that saying? Better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. This is something dreams are made of, right? This is something that people don't get to experience, that you may not ever get to experience again in this lifetime or ever. Yeah, the Emperor, Temperance, the chemistry. Who are you? This is where it counts, you guys. The Fool. Make this leap of faith. The Star. Justice. Justice will prevail. Ten of Cups. You will get your happy ending. Queen of Swords. The way that you stand on your decision, on your truth, masculine, the way that you, as the emperor, stand on your truth, right? Find the balance in between. Take that leap of faith, stand on your truth, say, this is what I wish, this is what I desire, this is what I dream. I want justice, I want to have justice, I want to bring you justice. This is the Ten of Cups. I want my soul to be satisfied, and you need to stand on that truth. No matter who or what around you is trying to go against it, it's your choice. You have to stand on the truth. Nobody else. You have to stand on the truth. It's your truth. Everybody's truth is going to be different. And if you keep listening to other people as to what your truth is, like, how are they supposed to know? They have no fucking idea what your truth is, right? They don't know what you feel like. They don't know what is yours and what is theirs.
Most people don't. Most people aren't even in tune with their own feelings. So get in tune with your feelings, okay? Make a lucid decision. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Make a decision. Make a decision and go with it. Make a decision and go with it. The worst that can happen, if you already think it's going to be a no, the worst that can be is a no. For some of you guys, that they're attempting to hold on to it for that reason, okay? And I'll tell you, in the twin flame journey, I attempted to hold on to it for so long too, because it's like, well, I'd rather just imagine that I can feel connected to this person in my mind, right? Then like if I tell them and they deny me, if I tell them and they turn me down, then like this happy, peaceful feeling that I have that pushes me, that gives me all of the motivation and oomph and everything that I need in life to push me forward in life, then if that goes away, then I don't know what is going to push me forward, what is going to keep me moving, right? And the reality is it was always you. It was always you that was keeping you moving. It was always you that was believing in that beautiful outcome. So at what point, when you're so close to the outcome actually coming out the way that you want it, are you now in misbelief? Is the real question, right? Yeah, and I had to be okay with that. And I had to be okay with like, okay, this person blocked me, or this person did this, or this person did that, or they're someone's responding, or they're saying nasty things to me, and it's just like all I've ever done is like give them love. But um, I had to come to the point, right? And like, yes, beautiful. If not this, then something better. Thank you, universe. Open to receiving, right? Be open. Be open. If it's not the thing that you're supposed to receive, then please, thank you. Can I receive something better? If not this, if this isn't what it's meant to be for me, then please and thank you. I'm ready to receive something better, because maybe that person didn't want to evolve, right? It's very possible that person didn't want to evolve and they didn't do their work and you did. And so that's not your person anymore, because they're not ready to ascend with you, because they're not on the same level or frequency as you. And so you got to make space for the next person, the next thing that's going to come in to that space to create that frequency for you. But you can't do that by holding on to the past things. And there is people that are trying to keep us in these past versions of ourselves, that keep us small, that keep us minimal, that keep us in this whatever the fuck it is, that keep us in this Eight of Swords energy, in this mental construct where we're just like, you know what? Actually, I'm not really into this mental construct. Like, why am I being trapped? What am I being trapped by? And why am I allowing myself to be trapped by this? And if you're still thinking of it and you're still dealing with it, if you think of somebody, call them. If you miss somebody, call them. If you love somebody, tell them. Okay? Most likely, the worst that's going to happen is you may get a no, or somebody may be completely taken away, right? It was like what I was so scared of saying to the twin dynamic in my life was, I've never felt so much love, so much draw towards anything or anybody else in my life. And that's why I know or feel or think, know within my soul and my being that it's you, right? Because no matter what happens, I still remember everything as if it was yesterday, as if it was this moment, right? I still remember. I've had a lot of brain damage. I've had a lot of things happen to me. And for some reason, I still remember a dozen years later the time. And that, that inner knowing of your soul, regardless of if there's other people that are blocking messages or calls or whatever else, or influencing the exterior, or some other fucking games that people are playing, or whatever it is, right? Regardless of that, it's like I still feel in my soul. And so like whatever, maybe the reality is like they're on a lower level frequency. Maybe what we're seeing or feeling is actually in a higher timeline. And as we stay connected to these third density beings, we're blocking ourselves from stepping into the actual, from quantum leaping into our actual 5D or above connections with these, with the true flames, with the true connected, with the true love, right? In this head heart coherent space. In fourth or fifth density, there isn't there like the judgment doesn't exist, like lies and hiding doesn't exist because there's telepathy, because people can sense, because people can see, because people can know. They can feel it. You can't lie. You can't bullshit. So if this person is your true person, there's going to be no bullshit. There's going to be no lies. There's going to be nothing hidden, and it's not going to matter. All of those things aren't going to matter. They're not going to matter. They may be, you may have some emotions to work through, but if you go with the intention and willing to work through them together, not making up, like not someone being like, oh, well, I lied to you so many times before. Like, now I'm going to be truthful to you. Like, no, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by these fools. Like I said, there's going to be a few people that try to come in, that attempt to come back. Okay. And not all of them are your person. If it, listen to how your body feels, right? How does your stomach feel? How does your intuition feel? Like, how are we actually feeling? Or, how is our brain, how is our nervous system responding after we spend time with these people? Are we exhausted? Are we feeling relaxed? Like, are we feeling exhausted? Right? Like at first I was hanging out with this one kid and I was like, this kid is super nice. And then I was like, oh, I can like, I'm so tired. I'm resting all the time. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm just relaxing. Like my nervous system is kicking down. And then after I left being at that space, and this kid had a tantrum like 3 days later because I wasn't coming back, because I was like, fuck, I've got so much work to do and so many things to catch up on. And I got in, but I was like exhausted for like a week after that. How is your nervous system reacting when you interact with people? This says so much about everything. Like if every time you go somewhere, even if it's a certain restaurant or club or whatever, and every time you go there, you're like, oh God, it feels heavy. I feel whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, listen to that. Listen to that. With all of this energy, with the way that we're moving astrologically through everything, now we're supposed to be feeling things. We're supposed to be feeling this intuition. We're supposed to be um, bridging this gap between intuition and our physical beings. And when we're too much in our physical beings, emotion is energy in motion. Okay. So we're meant to feel it. We're meant to experience this this energy in motion. And it's supposed to come out. It's supposed to come as happiness, as laughter, as anger, as frustration, as passion, as whatever. Like we are meant to experience it. Energy in motion, which means it has to go in motion, which means the emotion in the ocean. Sometimes you got to fight it out. Sometimes you got to fuck it out. Sometimes you got to cry it out. Sometimes you got to cuddle with your cat and sleep it out, whatever you got to do. But you have to allow yourself and to, um, you have to allow yourself to actually like process that, right? The energy in motion. You have to let it be in motion because otherwise it gets stuck. It gets stored in our bodies, right? And that's what we don't want. That's what we don't need. It's not helping us to do that, right? It's not doing, we're not doing ourselves any favors. We still have to experience it. So we might as well feel it and experience it in that moment and say, okay, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm experiencing. This doesn't feel good. Your body is going to indefinitely, your intuition is going to indefinitely tell you, this doesn't feel fucking good. This person, like, oh, what they're saying actually doesn't sit well with me. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a person that you're intimately or whatever connected to. It's just what is the emotion? What is your nervous system saying or doing, right? Like, what is going on? Like, what is it? And you need to feel into it. Okay. What is the card deck, babes? The card decks that I was using was, put them all away. It was the Cosmic Tarot by Norbert. This is an older deck. I've got it.
Philosophical Research Institute. I was using that and the Crow's Tarot. This is also an old deck, but I see that they actually did a reprint. Um, the Love Oracle cards. This is the Island Time Wellness. And the Wisdom of Oracle. I think that's all that I was using. Yeah, that and the pendulum. But thank you. Hello again, Heidi. Where are you from? Thank you. You love the green card. Thank you. It's nice, right? You got this is like old leftover from some party that I threw, some event that I threw. It was really cool. It was actually called the event because it was such an event we couldn't figure out what to call it, so we just called it the event. Well, something happened for her today. Thank you for the compliment. I know, I really like green. My hair was green and blue for a really long time. So the pink is like a new thing for me this year. Switching, right? Different color therapy is really good. Green is connected to heart chakra. So many of you guys, the masculine is having this heart opening. They're really able, for the first time, they can feel their heart, is kind of what I'm picking up on. Maybe that's why there's so much green. There's been so much green in the last few days. They can really feel their heart. Okay. They're really like before they may have been stuck lower in their lower chakra centers, and now it's kind of moving up to the solar plexus because there was yellow the other day, right? And now I'm into the green, right? Because they channel me different things, different colors, different things to wear, different scarves and things. It's really interesting. So what I'm picking up on is they're moving up up the chakra point system. And now they're in the heart space. So for the first time, maybe they're actually able to open their heart. Maybe they're actually able to feel their heart. Maybe because feminine is really like going within and connecting and aligning and being like, this is what feels good and this is what doesn't feel good. Maybe they've never really been able to love themselves because they've always been focused on taking care of everything else or loving everybody else or something like this, right? Um, I'm not really sure, but I feel energetically, I feel that the green, yeah, it's moving up, 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 and the love is coming, the heart to head, the heart to brain coherence. So it means that something is signaling or triggering differently now. Something's triggering completely differently. I can't see who this is. Is it Lisa? Jason? Deep trouble. Will something good happen today? Um, I will pull one of these. I forget what this is called. The Wisdom of Avalon, maybe? This is Wisdom of Avalon Oracle. Just Lisa. If you are the collective, then you can watch the whole video and stop it. The Grail Knight, Romance, Illusion, Seeking the Sacred, 6. So, for some, there is somebody, the knight is coming in, but also it's a bit of an illusion. So, to be seeking something outside yourself is always problematic. And that's why it's saying, as feminine is going within and finding her heart center, her heart space, and saying, boom, Queen of Swords, right? Actually, these are my bare minimums. Actually, you know what, masculine? Actually, you need to come to me, whatever level that is. You need to come to me with the honesty. You need to come to me with the truth. Because feminine can already feel all of it. Feminine already knows. She already probably predicted most of it and was called crazy for it. So they need to come forward. They need to, with the apology, with the truth. That's the bare minimum start. Um, and yeah, nothing like seeking the sacred is a bit of an illusion. So nothing exists outside of self. So if you're seeking someone else to come in and love you, that means you're not loving yourself correctly enough. Now, of course, we can be loving ourselves and still be like, oh, but I really wish somebody else would love me. But it's like you can't wish that somebody else would love you. It's a vibrational frequency, right? When you give love
to yourself, then other people will want to give love to you when you express love and not like, "Well, I just did something for myself. Like I just ate a whole cake or whatever. Like self-love, self-care. Like it's no, it's not like that. It's an inside job. Happiness is an inside job. It's not coming from buying stuff. It's not coming from social acceptance from external sources. It's not happening. Like that's where the burden of self comes into play. Yeah, this is where the ego death comes into play. Nothing is existing outside of self. So it's like the Grail Knight, he is in search, but it is kind of an illusion because he's seeking something that doesn't exist outside of his self, right? So when he finds that true love, that true courage, that true whatever that it is within himself, then and only then can he bring it forward or express it, or she or whatever, right? Express it to somebody else, right? Until, for instance, so I got all my shit in order and I'm like, okay, I love myself. I don't give a fuck. Like, I love what I do. I know who I am. And I know everything. Like, this is okay. This is not okay. Like, 100% like classy block. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I walked away, like, people trying to play, people trying to get me to participate in reactive abusive behavior and stuff like that. I'm just like, fuck you guys. You know, like right now, like this fool is still holding my shit hostage like 2 weeks later, and it's like all of my personal um, care stuff, like my women, like my cups, my razors, my shampoos, conditioners, and these are stuff that I had shipped from the other side of the world, over $100. And the funny thing is that any one thing in any of my stuff is worth that much, right? So it's like, what the fuck? But the reality of the situation is I'm not going to negotiate with terrorists. So if you're going to lord my own stuff over me and threaten me and make demands like that are ridiculous, that are keeping me out of my state of peace, then like I guess I don't need my stuff. Like I need my peace and my well-being more than I need any fucking thing. Like yes, I would really love those things. Those are all my favorite things. It's all my clothes, my underwear, my bras, my dresses, like I said, my menstrual cup, like all these things, my makeup, okay? Just my mascara is like $47. Do you know that like this kid is tripping over like 100. Like it's crazy, right? Or he's using that, something that was given as a gift to help, now he's using against to create this type of situation. This is just typical narcissistic behavior. So, to some extent, you have to say, I've had enough of these other people. I've had enough of the bullshit. I've had enough of playing the games. And you got to say, I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to play this scared little boy. I don't want to play this fairy tale girl. Come and rescue me. Like, bitch, like, you know, like, you can set up a number online. You can set up a number through fucking Google and make a call to somebody. And if you can't, and if the call isn't going through, if you're not actually speaking to someone directly, or you don't have the ability to speak to someone directly face to face, or you don't have the ability to write a letter or to send something and to have someone just take a picture of the person that received it to make sure it's being received by the right person. You know, like there's so many little things that people can or could do, right? Now, I know a lot of us are probably going through, collectively are going through a lot of bullshit right now, right? I've been going through a lot of bullshit of them hacking devices and blocking me from bank accounts and phones and messages and um, social media, like all these other things. Like I see that people are actually responding to me, but I can't actually see the responses, right? Like I'll see it like pop up in some type of like email or notification, but then it just disappears. And then I try to talk to the other person. They're like, that's so strange. But then I will never hear anything from them again. I'll just get ghost. And then I'll just get like messages coming from them as if they blocked me or something like this. Right. So I've been having this go on with my phone, with my messages, with my social medias, um, my emails and stuff like this. Okay. That's why I just like creating a whole group on Telegram. That's why whenever I do sessions, it's only like this live with people. I never do pre-recorded or anything like this because they've been taking my content. They've been taking me and doing, let's just say, human trafficking, sex trafficking. This is also considered sexual assault, sexual harassment. Like there's a list. There's a list of offenses. So whatever, if this fucking stupid little boy wants to keep my stuff or to threaten my stuff or to take my stuff or whatever, then like he's just with the list of all the people that have stolen and threatened and are harassing and part of this crime syndicate now. So he should have just left my shit for me and knew that if initially we made an agreement verbally that nothing ever changed, the only thing that changed was him having a temper tantrum. Imagine this, you're going and you know that this person helped you, right? And so you're just like, whatever, you know that their birthday's coming. And so you spend a whole day working, doing all your stuff, then making a whole outfit. And then in the process of making yourself dinner, right? Before you go and do something, because you've been working all day and this person's been berating you for fucking 10 hours, you're making a cake to give this person because it's their birthday and they're over there having a fucking tantrum because they showed up somewhere that you told them you couldn't show up to until 12 hours later, and then making you feel like shit about it and then having a tantrum and then holding your stuff hostage because you were going to be another hour and a half and they were demanding that you were there in 40 minutes when it takes more than 40 minutes to drive somewhere. Like, what a worthless piece of tantrum little child piece of shit that literally you could have had like an amazing special birthday cake and done the thing that you said you were doing to help. But it's so funny that help isn't help when they're not getting what they want. So that's transactional. So again, you're going to know the difference between who actual vibrational frequency people are and who transactional love or narcissistic beings are that are still trying to keep you in these old fucking loops. Like I said, if I have to fucking lose all of my favorite things to fucking cut the dick off of the fucking narcissist and give them back what they've given everybody else, then I guess that's what it is. But imagine having a fucking tantrum demanding somebody's there when they're like, I'm still finishing something, it's going to be another hour, and they're actually baking you a fucking birthday cake, and you fucking go full tantrum and then start threatening their stuff and holding it hostage and fucking going full out, like full on, like wishing them death and bad karma and all this shit because they're just fucking making you a birthday cake. Woo! Okay. That's like a, what do you call it? What is the word for that? Manic. That's manic. That's manic. That's bipolar. That's borderline personality disorder. Okay. All these crazy things that people like to say that I have, I can point them out like super easy on other people. The point of the story is you're going to know people can only hold a mask for so long and the truth is going to come out. And if someone can't just apologize and can't be of service to feminine, regardless if they're getting something in return, then they're fucking fake. Then they're fake anyways. And that's how you're going to know. Okay. Embodied divine masculine doesn't show up like that. They will not show up like that. They will show up in honest, authentic truth and to do anything to make feminine's life easier, whether they think they're going to get pussy or they have other pussy or not. If it changes based on them getting your attention or energy, then that is an energetic vampire, and that's how you know. So definitely, absolutely, yes, you did. But you never told them you were baking her a cake. Um, this kid, I told him that I was finishing. I was like, I'm making something right now. I'm working on a personal project. It's going to take me about an hour and a half. I'm getting ready. And then I'll be this way. You're not here in 40 minutes. I'm going to destroy all of your things. I'm just like, I'm out there in 40 minutes, bro. Like, I just told you that shit started at 8 p.m. You showed up at 8, like, demanding that I was there, like, when that shit started. Like,
How can you even demand that I'm showing up somewhere all day when I tell you I can't be somewhere until the evening, until nighttime? Like, it doesn't matter. I don't need to tell them that I baked the cake. I just fucking was like, okay, chill out. Like, let me know in another day or two when you're chill. I fucking sat on the cake for a fucking week and then I just ate it myself. It was delicious. It was so fucking good. But it's like, it was taking extra time to cook because I actually made it, what do you call it? With oats, I made it gluten free because this person that was like, I blah, 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 blah. So I actually literally made like a super special cake, and it was just actually taking um longer to cook it because it wasn't actual fucking flour. It was made, yeah, bro. Like I fucking like got fruits and fucking was like mashing up like actual real pumpkin. Like I cooked the pumpkin like it's like hours. It was hours to make this cake to just be kind because I know that this person really loved all of the treats and things that I made, and that's what he was really. He had such a bad mother wound that it was like I don't want to be. I don't need to do that. But I love to bake and I love to make people love to eat it. It's delicious, right? But the reality of the situation is I literally spent hours and this person was like, "You're a liar. I knew that you were trying to rob me." Like, rob you for $100, bro? Like a date like dinner would have fucking cost 150. What the fuck are you talking about? People are just fucking crazy, right? Like people are crazy. And this is ego. This is ego. This is ego saying, you didn't do what I wanted. Blah, blah. This is temper tantrum. This is a child. This is not a man. And that's why, in the end of the day, like, would I rather have my stuff than have eaten that fucking cake? Yes and no. The cake was really fucking delicious, bro. Like that shit was so good. It was so good. But it's neither here nor there. And it was special, right? It was like eat it over a few days, bro. And but here's the thing. Why does somebody need to be like, but I did all of this stuff for you and you weren't appreciative of it? It's like that's me being manipulative and tiny and terroristic like that, like the other person was being to me. It's like, oh well, if I would have just been like, well, I'm baking you a cake, it's gonna take longer, would it have changed his attitude? Maybe, but the reality is you need to respect, people need to respect, hey, I just finished working. I've been working for fucking 12 hours straight today. I'm really tired. I get overwhelmed when I go out. I have ADHD. I can't focus on many things at a time. I just need to shower and get ready. And I'm eating for the first time today because I've been dealing with clients and dealing with energy and channeling, especially dead people, is a lot of fucking work. And if someone can't understand that and give you the space for an hour and a half because they're having a tantrum because they try to show up fucking 10 and 12 hours early and control a situation of some place that someone invited them to is ridiculous. And then when they're sitting at open mics that they really wanted to go to, they're there having a fucking tantrum in front of a bunch of other people that are watching them have a tantrum instead of actually just like playing an instrument or singing a song or doing something like they so badly wanted to but didn't. They had to leave in a rush because you weren't there when they demanded before you set your scheduled appointment to arrive there is fucking crazy, bro. Like, that's crazy. So to tell somebody, but I did all of this to know, that's begging. That's literally begging. It's like if it, treat somebody the same fucking regardless if they have that fucking $5 or $100 that you lent them 3 days ago or 5 days, like that you were like, get it back to me as soon as you can. I know. And then when you want your stuff back 3 days later because you need fucking underwear and shampoo and your toothbrush and your fucking menstrual cup, and they want to fucking hold it hostage from you. No, bro, like that's terrorist action. Like there's nothing. That's stupid. That's child shit. It's child's play, and I don't deal with it. And sometimes feminine, masculine, whoever it is, you got to make the decision. You got to say, okay, this person may or may not have been good or bad, but like this is how they're making me feel. Like they're stressing me out, and it's making my nervous system fucking not feel good after I spent all this time and energy to do something good for them. Like, ew, ugh. You know, it's like you just stepped in shit. Like you stepped in some fucking mud in the pig pen, and you're like, ugh, I need to wash this off my foot. You know, and that's the reality is go fucking hose it down, clean it up, and like don't step that way again. Don't walk in that same path again because you know that you're gonna step in some shit. You know, it's bullshit. You know, this person was pretending for clout, that the performance that they wanted to do was only to keep your attention because they wanted your attention. They wanted to captivate you. They wanted to take your time and attention. Somebody proper is going to give and receive that proper attention, right? Um, it's like, what do you guys think? You love fresh cake, yeah. Jedi, the sun doesn't need to explain to the moon it's only shining till a certain time. Exactly. Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's it. It's like, bro, like this is what it is. Like if you're there, if you came, I came all the way down here just to bring you your stuff. Okay, cool. You can leave my stuff there, right? You can leave my stuff there. I'll have someone get it for me, or like I'm gonna be there in a bit, but like not in this timeline that you're giving me, in my timeline that makes me feel comfortable, because I don't need my nervous system to be fucking fried when I'm trying to do you a favor at the same time, right? Like what? Like who's doing who a favor? Because you can play it both ways. It's just a matter of how you choose to manipulate the words or the situation. And the reality is, stay to what feels good to your being, to your intuition, to your nervous system, to whatever else, you know? The reality is like he was just there, and there was probably a bunch of really talented, like he's super fucking white and a little bit racist. And so yeah, he was there with like a bunch of really talented, like dark chocolate dudes that probably made him look like a little bitch, and he couldn't stand that. And so he was having a tantrum because he wasn't getting all the attention. Everybody else was. But he could have gone up there and got the attention. He could have started to sing or started to perform or started to do something to be in that happy space. It was a choice. It was a choice. So by masculine, by the energy being in that happy space and being like, oh, I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be singing and dancing, like you're gonna show up, okay, like you're gonna be here when you're gonna be here, you know, like instead of demanding, instead of controlling, instead of attempting to control something, instead of demanding an exact time. You can't demand an exact fucking time unless you set a date that you're fucking paying for, that you agreed for feminine. You don't fucking set a time on feminine. She doesn't make a fucking time. She is time herself. You came from pussy. We can say when the birthday, when the due date is, but does that mean you come on that day? Does that mean you come in an hour or fucking 24? We can't guarantee that. That's divine intervention. That's divine timing. There's nothing to say that, who knows, that there's someone might not get a flat tire or some other shit. Like that's why I was like, my bike is fucked up. I can't drive fast. He's like, you need to be here now. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's not gonna happen. So if you're not gonna chill out on me, I'm not gonna come at all. And that is where you have to be at, is people need to be honest. And if in your honesty this pisses people off, then let them be pissed off. That's their choice. It's how you choose to respond instead of react. If you react and be like, well, catch him, catch him, catch him, catch him. What fucking grade are you in when you're like, you know what? You let me know when you chill out. Like, I'm giving you so many options of what you can do. I came down here for fucking nothing. Like, no, you can still leave my stuff there. Like, people will pick it up for me. Like, they're happy. They can send it to me. I can get it. I can come in an hour and a half when I feel comfortable and a safe time for me to drive somewhere and get it myself. No. Okay. But like you have to go and give it to some other man and have him hold it hostage to create a situation because you're not enough of a man to just leave something somewhere that you brought it to someone supposedly. I don't know. It's fucking crazy. People are crazy. What do you want? Like people are crazy.
And I'm sure they just try to make me look like da, 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 because they're trying to create reactive abuse. And the reality is when you fucking feed into it, that's when the narcissist wins. And this is what's happening on a global scale, not just between relations, not just between intimate, not just between divine masculine, divine feminine. This is what's happening on a global scale with narcissistic abuse. It's the gaslighting, it's the reactive abuse, it's pushing you to the point to where you're like, well, I did it because it's like, no, like I just said, okay, fuck it. Like if it's gonna be about that and you're gonna threaten me and my things and hold them hostage or threaten to ruin them or throw them out in the water or whatever the fuck you're gonna do, then fucking do it. Then go for it. The narcissist doesn't know what to do when you just say, okay, then do it. They have no fucking idea because that's their carrot. That's their only thing that they have. And when you're just like, all right, well, if you're gonna keep freaking out, then I'm not gonna talk to you. Let me know. Give me a call when you've chilled out, when you've calmed your tits down, because I can't deal with this anymore tonight. I'm not trying to have a brain aneurysm over it. Like that's a real thing for me. So have a good night. Let me know when you chill out. Like how we choose to respond, how we choose to know ourselves to maintain our happiness of heart, our heart to head coherence, when we're not letting the emotions control our response, but we're responding after we've felt or let the emotions kind of go through us. So that's why you don't always, not everything, not everything and everyone deserves a response or a reaction. Most of them don't. 75% of them do not. Like that's just, we need somewhere to outlet it. So the best thing I can say is always, you guys, is creative, right? Transmuting the energy, acknowledging the energy as it's moving, the emotion, transmuting it through creating something, whether it's doing a dance or jiggling or creating art, right? It doesn't matter. Like something, do something, create some type of movement, create some type of something, maybe even making food, maybe even making tea, whatever it is. Um, whatever it is. Yeah. You must stop traffic on your bike. Haha, hope you wear a helmet. Yeah, yeah, exactly, right? You can't be on somebody else's yeah, it sounds like I needed security. Exactly. You can't be on someone else's schedule. Like the thing is when you tell the thing is at first I was like, oh well, I'm being a dick because this person has been there all day and then I had to stop and go back. And I had to fucking tell this person, I literally told you 3 days ago that this was gonna be my first available time, that I was gonna go to this open mic. And well, and then it's like all day, well, what time does it start? Well, what that I'm like, bro, just fucking Google it. Like I'm busy. I'm working with clients all day. Oh, you're being so fucking rude to me now. It's like, no, I just don't have time to be your mommy today. Like I told you my first available time is in the evening tonight. And you're fucking since 8 a.m. Since 8 a.m. And I told him I think that the thing starts around 8 after 8 p.m. Fucking 12 hours of fucking berating, like 30, 50 fucking messages when I'm literally working with clients. Like and there was so much that was happening that day. And then on top of that, I was finishing this dress and then making all of the stuff and the fucking cake. Like, bro, no, enough, enough. Like you have nothing to do. Like you need to get home to play a fucking video game, bro. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Um, I do wear a helmet when I go far. If I just go around, I don't go very fast. My what do you call it? My bike doesn't go very fast. It's very old. This is what I was telling him, is I need to get my bike fixed. And this is what was causing me issues from not being able to get back up the hill to get my stuff, the mountain to get my stuff. I was like, I can't go. My bike will overheat, will blow up, you know? And I was like, I can send somebody to get it. No, 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 no. And then you want to hold it hostage. It's fucking crazy. You love this olive. The olive. It is like, so it's a little bit of an olive and it's a little bit of a green. And then there's a darker green and a blue up here with a purple wing and a little bit of yellow in the center. I love green, right? It's money, heart chakra, heart chakra. Um, loving the green poison ivy look. Yes, Poison Ivy, Catwoman. Yeah, for sure. um, no, I mean, I live forever. I had green and aqua hair. Like I said, the pink is new this year. I haven't done it this color since I think it was like a berry color, like when I first after I first got out to Bali, maybe in 2019. So it's been a while. After your lover ran, you can't finish your art collection. Why not? Why can't you finish the art collection? I don't understand. Um, why can't you? I definitely think he was having sexual frustration, but that's the thing. That's the thing also is this person wasn't being honest. This person wasn't being honest that they actually like me. And when they realized like I don't like you, you're like a child, right? I mean, you're nice. I think you're nice enough as a friend, but like I don't need to mommy somebody, right? Like I'm not in the mood to mommy somebody, right? And so yeah, this was angry because he really wanted me to go and do this and he kept trying to create all these ultimatums for me all day. Well, I got to do this and I got to do that. And it's like, I only came here for you. And it's like, I thought you had to go to the bank and I thought you were meeting your friends and I thought you were getting a haircut and I thought you had some fucking birthday dinner to attend to. Like, I didn't think that showing up at an open mic at like 9:30 or 10 p.m. would have been an issue. Like, that's just the normal time you show up somewhere when something starts at like 8:30 or something like this. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, right? But um, oh, but yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of sexual frustration, right? The green can also be for horny, but I think it's a different type of horny, right? We've always been said that it's like um sexual passion, but actually it's passion. So why is your why is your why can't you finish your art? See, it took me 3 months to get to a new space to be able to start making my art again, right? And then I found my palette and I was like, ooh, colorful. Yeah, color helps me. Even just making art on myself every day is sometimes nice, like a little bit, right? Making food and different things like this. Why can't you finish your art? That this is you putting your can or your can't. Spray with oil and spokes can. Why can't you finish your art project? Because someone left. Sorry about that. You have to channel channel that energy into the art. Channel that energy into the heart. Yeah, well, people ghost. That's just what happens, and you have to just let it be. Like, you can't control what anybody else does. The only person you're in control of is yourself and how you let that affect you, right? And that's what this person's trying to get. They're trying to get me to be so upset and be angry about my stuff. And I was just like, okay, like I really want my stuff, but like, do I want my stuff more than my peace? Like, fuck, bro. Like, oh, fuck. I was literally almost all dressed up and everything like this, just literally getting ready, right? And I'm just like, look, it's so fucking cute. If you guys go back in some of my videos, I have a video labeled "Get Dressed with Me." You can see the dress that I actually made. It's super cute. And the, you know, I was like, you know what? I'm super happy just to like be naked in my own space and not have to fucking go anywhere, actually. Like, fucking thank you. Thank you for being a douche. Like, actually, thank you for ruining my time of the thing that I was inviting you to the thing that I like to do. That's my maybe once a week or once a month to go out and socialize and do something that makes me feel good. Thank you for ruining that for me. I really let somebody like I invited somebody to my shit and then fucked it up for myself. Right? Like there's nobody else to blame. There's nobody else to blame but me. Is that who sings that? Who sings that? uh, Led Zeppelin or something like this, right? Nobody to blame but myself, something like this. So, I do everything. I sew with machines. I have a couple of machines here. This is my favorite machine. I'll show you. Let's see if I can. This is my favorite machine. This is what's called an overdecker. It's like a, what do you call it? It's like a serger on steroids. It does all different types of stitches. It does like 7 different types of stitches and serging and all of this. But I do hand sewing, straight sewing, serge sewing. I have like 4 sewing machines here. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that I do, and I've been telling people to start this really cool statement piece. And I think I'll do, if you guys have seen some of my other videos, um, nobody can rain on my parade. I'm hand paint waterproof parasols as well, just in case for all those parade rainers. I'll show you guys in another video. But this changes now that you guys have probably seen in the back of my other video is actually a upcycled jacket or vest jacket hooded thing that I started creating before my ex, before I kicked him out. This was like the last the last thing I was like creatively making. But yeah, I love to do upcycled, recycled things and teach people how to make things out of things. I also have like 6 lines of sustainable clothing that I make that's nice, comfy, um, mostly bamboo, bamboo cotton, bamboo jersey, bamboo um, terry. So lots of different fun stuff, comfy stuff. You'll have to just like go back through like the last year I spent basically all these different days like dressing up in different things that I made. Um, just because yeah, my ex and all these people um, have been trying to steal my intellectual property and all of this stuff for an extended amount of time. And yeah, I got away with stealing about 20 something pieces, including producing the men's underwear and different things like this. But copywritten, so don't copy me and all this stuff is gonna be payout. So, anyways, you never really know what you're gonna get, right? Like what could have been a bad thing before. You're just like, okay, I let go of it. And then all of a sudden it's like, damn, I'm getting paid and you're paying me and you're paying me and I'm suing you and I'm suing you and intellectual property, intellectual value, and everybody connected to it. Fuck you too. Yeah. So you never know, right? You never know. And the reality is many people told me, like, you're the creator, you can create 1,000 more new things that they can never create. Just give them that one thing. And I was like, oh, yeah, yeah, I gave them that one thing to run with for a while. Now they've figured out a way for it to be being produced in like 6 other countries and all this other stuff for me. So I'm going to take it all. But don't worry, you guys will still see me on here reading cards because I really love to tune into the collective energies and read cards. And um I really love just sharing energy with people, right? I love inspiring people, whether that's inspiring you to wear green, to connect more to your heart chakra, to just speak your authentic truth, or to just do the thing that you like to do, whatever that is, right? To tell somebody to fuck off. Sometimes your final stage of healing is telling people to go fuck off, right? So anyways, guys, I gotta go. It is late here and I want to go to bed. I want to actually watch this little movie that somebody sent me, and yeah, I like to immerse myself in fantasy. There's enough horror going on in this fucking real world right now, and uh let's just stay away from that. The most important part is listen to how your body is feeling and responding, your nervous system and yourself. If you start to get angry, if you get pissy every time someone comes around or before every time someone comes around and you get like you're going to lose it, like there's probably some energetic thing with that people, the places, the spaces, and you need to just acknowledge that and honor that. Honor that your body is going to the extreme the extremity of saying fuck this, fuck that, no way, I don't want this, I can't feel this doesn't feel good, and remove it. Okay, even if that means sometimes it's things that you want. Okay, like hopefully I can get my things back. Like, to be honest, like I said,
one of my things in there is worth more than the fucking $100. Like each one of my things in there is probably $100+ worth of something. But it's neither here nor there. What the point of the situation is if that kid wants to be on a list with all the other kids that are being fucking watched and going to jail and having to testify in court against stealing and harassing me, then that's what it is. Yeah. And there's nothing, you're right. There's nothing worth losing your peace. And that's a choice. You stay in that space in your heart. You're like, you know what? I'd really love to fight this battle, but you know what? Actually, I'm gonna just get comfy in my bed. I'm just gonna turn the air on and be here, be naked, snuggle up, have my cat, have my tea, and not give a fuck, right? Enjoy, like, maintain your peace, maintain low frequency. What does that say? Maintain low tones, maintain low tones. That's something people try to get you to fight. There's plenty of stuff to fight about, like equal rights, like humans staying alive, like pedophilia. Like there's plenty of other things to be fighting than between people that are supposed to be being your friend. Like, no, don't let that shit get to you guys. Friend in need is a friend indeed, but a friend with weed is better. Anyways, guys, as always, keep going. You got this. If you're out there doing all the work, I'm really proud of you. I'm sending you lots of love and light. You got this. Keep going. You're doing a good job. It's just about being better than you were yesterday, baby steps a little bit at a time. As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. If you guys want to donate or contribute to me or drop any messages about things that you would like me to tune into collectively, do so in the comments. If you would like to schedule private readings or sessions with me, energetic sessions or readings, do so by emailing me, but also drop me a comment so we can make sure that the email actually comes through to me because there's a lot of hacking going on. As always, I don't reach out. Those are scammers. I love you guys. Infinite blessings, love, and light. Stay tuned in to the divine frequency. Ciao from meow.